as we now look to race 57, which will be the A final of the Year 10 Division 1. As we look up the course now, it looks like there's been a start in the Division 1A final. So we'll hand back to James Mallon at the 500 metre mark.
Thanks, Andrew. So we're just underway. It's race 57, the A final of the male School 8 Year 10 Division 1. We're seeing Scotch College out in front as they cross the 500 metre mark.
So looking back up the course for race 57, as James said, we've got Xavier on lane 2, Melbourne Grammar on lane 3, Brighton on lane 4, Scotch College lane 5, St Kevin's lane 6, Geelong College on lane 7. This is the A final of the male School 8 Year 10 Division 1. So these are the boys that will be vying for the second and first cruise next year as they move into the senior cruise. At this stage, it's still Scotch College maintaining a lead out in front there from Brighton Grammar and Melbourne Grammar. So Brighton Grammar alongside them in lane 4 and Melbourne Grammar over on lane 3. But Scotch College now out a length in front of Brighton Grammar. Brighton Grammar rowing well at the moment, trying to maintain their rating up at around 36 strokes a minute. Scotch College rating slightly higher at the moment at 38. And those two have moved out now to about a length and a half lead from Melbourne Grammar on lane number 3. Then over to Xavier on lane number 2. So Xavier on lane number 2 battling it out for 4th place. St Kevin's on lane number 6. And then over to Geelong College on lane number 7. But it's a race in 3 at the moment with this Scotch College crew of John Kilroe Smith, Gus Permazel, Jack Cameron, Tom McPhail, William Dixon, Fraser Miscampbell, Marcus Cameron, stroked by James Scott, coxed by William Smith and coached by Ollie Dutton. They're still in front, but Brighton Grammar, the crew of Henry Armstrong, Andreas Cardis, Christian Gernhardt, Harry Matthews, Joshua LeGrice, Harry Barden, Martin Coletza, Oscar Lewis is the stroke and Charlie Kenny is the cox, coached by Nicholas Purnell, and they're rowing very well as well. They're trying to close the gap at the moment, lifting their rating again, and Melbourne Grammar are trying to also lift their rating alongside Brighton Grammar. So it's still Scotch out by 3/4 of a length from a very good-looking Brighton Grammar crew trying to peg the distance. 3/4 of a length back to the Melbourne Grammar crew of Jack Anstey, Nicholas Ward-Ambler, James Gray, Lockie Kerr, James Arnold, Jack Hahn, Dean Cloftus, George Derham, Ben Jackson is the cox. Ben's trying to urge his crew along to see if they can get up beside Brighton Grammar, and then over to Xavier on the far side of the course. And we've still got St Kevin's battling it out with Xavier for 4th place. But as they move up now with 100 metres to go, as the boys turn to red, and it's this Scotch College crew still maintaining their lead as they have all the way down the course. Brighton Grammar still trying gallantly to catch them, but the Scotch College crew's maintaining a 3/4 of a length lead as they move through. And the winners of the 150th Heads of the River Year 10 Division 1A final is Scotch College by a length in the end from Brighton Grammar. A 3rd length back to Melbourne Grammar. St Kevin's finished off the race very strongly to take 4th place. A canvas from Brighton Grammar in 5th position, and 2 lengths back to Geelong College in 6th place. Sorry, Xavier in 5th place, I apologise. Xavier in 5th place and Geelong College in 6th.